Well, good morning and welcome to Songs for the Feminist Movement. This is my third Sunday morning live stream in January. I am so grateful for your presence and joining me. This has been a lot of fun. I'm really excited about today's set because these songs all mean so much to me. And I'm just going to tell you some stories and sit back, enjoy the morning, enjoy the afternoon, the evening, wherever you are. And let's think about the power of women together. This first song is called Floating. Floating on an endless river, heart so heavy, heart so light. Can I trust these dreams to carry my heart safely through this life? Many feet have gone before me, many women brave and strong. I can hear their voices singing, they echo through the canyon walls. To tie me to the shore, no safe soil to plant my footsteps, my compass lost, my heart unsure. I have never felt such sorrow, I have never felt such fear than I do here at nature's crossroads, between my yearning and my years. Ooh, 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 ooh. Like a fish afraid of water, like a bird with heavy wings. I am a woman torn by longing for a child and for my dreams. Keeps on moving, and the eagle soars the sky. How I long to choose a third road and leave my troubled heart behind. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, thank you so much for tuning in and just for writing. I love seeing who is here. So I want to give a big hi to Amy and her family in Santa Fe. And I want to give a big hello to Jerry, too, from Minneapolis. And just thank you for being here and joining me. It's good to spend time with friends. This is Songs for the Feminist Movement, and wow, do I have a lot of them. I'm so excited to play them. Not even all. I'm playing most of them in this hour. But this next song was inspired by this book, The Handmaid's Tale. And there's a scene in here where the narrator, who lives in this world where women have no rights, She's looking off into the field, and she just longs to see something wild in a world that is so controlled. And she wants to see a dandelion, and this idea of a dandelion brings back these images to her of her daughter who was taken from her. I know this is such a popular television series, and it's fabulous, but if you haven't read the book yet, it is some really outstanding writing. It's just so brilliant. So read The Handmaid's Tale. This is called Dandelion. Dandelion, you are a sun. Your tiny rays of hope bloom for everyone. Dandelion, you are a moon, a soft white sphere of stars, a wand of parachutes. Dandelion, you are a wish, waiting for a child's breath. Dandelion, you are a womb, you hold another world inside each feathered plume. You ride the wind, scatter seeds, float and drift, go where you please. Dandelion, you dream of stars, dream of travel, of going far. Dandelion, you can't be tamed. Unlike the other flowers, you won't bloom in a vase. The tulip opens, a rose unfurls, your head falls over, your petals close. Dandelion, dandelion, you're in my head. They've pulled my roots, cut my stem. Dandelion, you are a ghost. It is your yellow face I miss the most. There's freedom to and freedom from. I long to open in the sun and fly away. I just want to say hi to more people. Hello, Kristen and your family. It's so nice to have you tuning in from Seattle. And Sean from El Paso, you were tuned in last week too, and I just really appreciate your presence and your comments. Christina, yay, from Denver, one of my favorite people. And yes, so yeah, I think that the next song I'm gonna do is this new single that I just released. Oh, and Tom, oh yay, from Minneapolis. It's so nice to just, yeah, spend this time with you. I really, really look forward to this. I even changed my guitar strings for you this morning, which I haven't done in forever because life's busy, and there are just all those little things that are on that list. It's like 1,000 things long, and I did one of them this morning. So on December 1st, I released a single called My Right to Choose, and it's a song written by Tom Prasada Rao and Carrie Cooper. And they wrote it in response to the recent Texas law that essentially bans abortions. And the Supreme Court decided to let this stand. So the law is that abortion is illegal after a fetal heartbeat is detected, which is usually around 6 weeks and often before most women know they're pregnant. And they put this law into the hands of citizens to enforce, so citizens can sue anyone who aids and abets an abortion and get $10,000 if they win the case, which is crazy. And when this law went into effect, I was just devastated. I was writing pages and pages of thoughts around why this is such an essential issue for me and to women's rights and ability to have equal standing and movement and participation in society. And I was hoping to write a song, planning to write one, and then I heard Tom sing this song that he and Carrie had just written, which is so powerful because it's in the voice of a woman going through this decision, and it's so clear and direct, and it felt like all my pages and pages of notes were unnecessary compared to this song that just narrowed it all down to this single story and a single voice. And I asked if I could cover it, and Tom and Carrie said yes. And I am donating all of the funds that go to downloads and streams for this song to the Center for Reproductive Rights, which is doing a ton of legal work on behalf of women maintaining this right to an abortion. And I encourage you to donate if this is an important matter to you as well. So I'm going to take a big sip of water because I think I'm getting a cold. My daughter woke up with one yesterday, and I think she's passing it on to me. Fingers crossed that I don't get it. Okay, so here is My Right to Choose. It's my right to vote. It's my right to choose. It's my right to hope, even though I might lose. It's my right to dream, 'cause I know the truth. It's my heart, my soul, my body, and it's my right to choose. Those people outside, they say it's a sin. They try to deny my struggle within. They tell me to bow, but still I refuse. It's my heart, my soul, my body, and it's my right to choose. They say it's my fault. They say I should pay, that I should repent for going astray. A slow train to hell is where I am bound, but I am not lost. No, I am found. I stand on this rock, and I shall not move. A child of God, with nothing to prove. It's my right to say what I will do. It's my heart, my soul, my body, and it's my right to choose. It's my heart, my soul, my body, and it's my right to choose. So there's My Right to Choose, my new single. And you can find Tom Prasada Rao and Carrie Cooper singing their own live versions on YouTube, and I encourage you to check those out as well because they're the ones who wrote that song, and just find it so powerful. I wrote my own song on this subject a number of years back. It's a little more subtle because this is still a scary thing to talk about because it's so divisive, and I wish we could make more space for each other and find the conversation where we can come together on the things that would really just promote, healthcare, childcare, women's health, motherhood, parenthood, all of those things. I think we could, both sides of the issue could really invest in looking at what things we also both want around this subject. So this song, Black and White Dress, I wrote because of a photograph that I was given to write a song about. And in the photo, there was a woman in a black and white striped dress just walking, and her body wasn't fully present. It was just like the photograph just captured her from like the neck to the calves. She was walking, and in her body, I just imagined like a pregnancy, and I imagined a story. And this is this is the song that came from that. I'm going to take my headphones off and replace them with my harmonica. Okay. Black and white town with one-way streets and a one-way sound. I moved to the city to live in the gray. I knew I had things to say. To color my world, I got a tattoo. Rented an apartment and I met you. We should have been more careful, we could have been more true. We've only ourselves to blame. But I feel good in this black and white dress with its black and white stripes and its curves and its stretch. Mama would tell me it's a little too tight, but Mom ain't here tonight. I've never been good at standing my ground, raising my voice, sticking out in a crowd. I learned pretty young how to keep my head down, to follow the rules and behave. I sat in a church where Jesus was judge. He knew what I wanted, he knew what I'd done. Right was right, wrong was who I was. I prayed my pride away. But I feel good in this black and white dress with its black and white stripes and its curves and its stretch. Mama would tell me it's a little too tight, but Mom ain't here tonight. And I see you looking so down, your heart on the pavement and eyes on the ground, lost in the shadow of a black and white town, and what they'll think of you. You tell me you love me, but you know it's a lie. You're just afraid to make things right. I'm not gonna live for the sins of one night. It's my life I choose. 'Cause I feel good in this black and white dress with its black and white stripes and its curves and its stretch. Mama would tell me it's a little too tight, but Mom ain't here tonight. And I feel good living on my own, holding my freedom like a rolling stone. Jesus would tell me it's black or white, but it's just me tonight. So the next song I have for you is kind of fun and different. It's a song that, I'm just going to put this on the floor. So let me find my books here. I feel like a librarian a little bit. I'm showing you my books of inspiration. So Like a Mother, Angela Garbez. This book is incredibly powerful, and she goes into detail about the science, a lot of the science during pregnancy, after pregnancy, childbirth, all that kind of stuff. As I read this book, I felt so empowered, and I learned things about my body that I had never known. Going through being pregnant, going through childbirth, I wish I would have read this before that experience, because it's just such a great book and really honors women and motherhood in a way that I have not encountered before. And so there's a chapter in that book about the placenta, and she goes into the science of the placenta and how it works and what it does. And I just had no idea how amazing this organ was. And as she's interviewing all these different experts on the placenta, one of them, in her enthusiasm, says, "Peas shouldn't be for peas or puppies. It should be for placenta." And I was like, I have to write a song about that. And this was part of my Bushwick Book Club in Seattle book. So the only reason I probably finished this song is because I had a deadline. I have never written so many pages about a subject before, and I'm probably going to add a verse or two to this one. But here you are. This goes great with your morning coffee, I think. P is for placenta. We all learned once upon a time that when an egg and sperm collide, that egg becomes fertilized and eventually a baby. But there's an unsung hero here, an afterthought we should revere. Before that egg turns embryo, it first becomes a zygote. That zygote cell divides and splits and soon becomes a blastocyst, and that blastocyst makes two things, not just one. A brand new organ built from scratch that feeds that fetus till it's hatched. Now everybody, raise a glass, a toast to the placenta. P is for placenta, not pizza, pint, or please. It's the motherboard of human life, it's everything you need. The placenta is a masterpiece of intricate design, a maternal-fetal interface connecting space and time, both hospital and pharmacy, a restaurant and more. It acts as kidneys, heart, and lungs until that baby's born. P is for placenta, not pasta or poutine. It's a big box store, a smorgasbord, it's everything you need. The placenta isn't pretty, it looks like a piece of meat. It smells musky like a liver, but it's still a wholesome treat. You can roast it in the oven, dehydrate it into pills. You can drink placenta smoothie, it is sworn to heal your ills. P is for placenta, not perfume or potpourri. Its versatility is amazing, we finally see your beauty. P is for placenta, we will pass you by no more. We celebrate your gift to life and raise a glass once more. Placenta! I guess I'll raise my glass of water to that one. I'm so glad you are loving that. That's wonderful. And Amy, that's so cool that you and your daughters both love that song. That is my daughter Adelaide's probably favorite song of mine right now, and she really surprised me the other day when I was practicing it, and I think she knows all the words, which is kind of amazing. So this Like a Mother book by Angela Garbez was so inspiring to me that I had to write 2 songs for it. And this next one I think is called Your Way Back, but I'm still playing around with the title. In this book, she just writes about the pressure that we put on women to return to their old shape after they have a baby. Oh, that's so sweet. My daughter was singing along to Placenta. Yay, Adelaide. We're going to have to do a duet sometime and share that. So in this book, Angela talks about the pressure put on women to return to their old shape after they have a baby. and not just the shape of their bodies, but the shape of their lives, and to try to be able to like do everything the same way you did before. And especially in those first couple years, you just can't. Your energy is going toward a new life, toward this amazing creature who is now a part of your family, who needs everything from you. And yeah, I mean, your energy is just going in different places than it did before. And this expectation to go back to who you were should just be wrong. We should just reject that. We become something new when we become mothers. There is no going back. There's no going back to the same physical shape or to the same shape of who you were as a person. You're more now. You just are. So I think this is called Your Way Back. It strikes you like lightning, shatters the sky, rolls through you like thunder, cracks your world open wide. You ride the waves as you push through the pain. You have never felt so strong. It takes you like quicksand, swallows the ground. You're caught in a riptide. You can't swim your way out. You lean into the flow as you learn to let go. You have never felt so strong. But the world doesn't want your strength. It expects you to find your way back to your old shape. It moves like a river, sweeps you away. Say goodbye to your old self. You will never be the same. You are more than you were. You give more than you take. You have never felt so strong. But the world doesn't want your strength. It expects you to find your way back to your old shape, to your old shape. And then she's with you, pressed to your skin. Her eyes are wide open, just taking you in. You hold her gaze, so in love and so amazed. You have never felt so strong. You have never felt so strong. But the world doesn't want your strength. It expects you to find your way back to your old shape, to your old shape, to your old shape, and forget your strength. I want to say hi to Ruth. I'm glad you liked P is for Placenta. And yeah, that last song, I just wonder, what would happen if we all took our energy that we've been using to get back to our old shape and invested it in something wider, bigger, better. I'm looking at my set list. The next song I have is about aging. So aging can be kind of scary as a woman. Scary for everyone, but I think there's this feeling that as women, we reach a certain age, maybe it's 40, maybe it's a different age for you, but where we start to feel invisible. We start to feel like we're going to lose our value because so much of it came from being youthful, being attractive, being full of potential, that potential that's tied to youth. And I didn't realize I was resting so much of my value on that idea of youth and beauty until my 39th birthday, when I just freaked out because I think for most of my life, people have always told me I look younger than I am. And I've always taken that as a huge compliment and taken pride in that. And then when I started to look my age in the mirror, it really freaked me out. And I wrote this song to explore that feeling. And it's called Ever Gonna Fly. I look in the mirror and I see the years have changed me. Lines on my skin, worn out look in my eyes. I had a flame, I did my best to keep it burning. The fire is just coals now, the last memories of light. And I feel ashamed of growing older. I feel afraid, time is passing me by. I've held to these dreams, but my dreams have grown colder. Can't let them go, but are they ever gonna fly? When I was young, I knew which road to travel. I felt something in me that was promising to shine. But life is a game and it spits you out in pieces. The things that I've lost, I ain't ever gonna find. And I feel ashamed of growing older. I feel afraid, time is passing me by. I've held to these dreams, but my dreams have grown colder. Can't let them go, but are they ever gonna fly? I was raised to be gentle, I was raised to follow. Find me a good man and never leave his side. Darling, I don't blame you for this place inside that's hollow, but I can't forgive you for just standing by. And I feel ashamed of growing older. I feel afraid, time is passing me by. I've held to these dreams, but my dreams have grown colder. Can't let them go, but are they ever gonna fly? Can't let them go, but are they ever gonna fly? Can't let them go, but are they ever gonna fly? Just reading your comments too. Thanks, Kristen, for chiming in. Yeah, that idea of growing and changing and moving forward instead of returning to our old shape. And that goes with aging too, and embracing every year as just part of the journey, and not a threat to our value in any way, but an asset. So this next song just turned 16. Can't believe it's that old, but the good ones stick around. And I know this song is a favorite of some of you who are listening. This song is about my friend Amy, who has been one of the most inspiring people in my life. And we met while we were baristas way back in the day. And she was studying paleomagnetism, and she'd come into work and drink so much caffeine so that she could stay up all night in the lab to do her research. And I thought this was amazing. And it was the same time I was starting to write songs. And what I've loved about Amy during our whole friendship, continuing every day, is that she inspires me to be passionate about what I love because of the passion she brings to her work. And I really believe, and she has shown me this, that passion is contagious. And no matter what it is we want to do in our lives, what we want to study, what we want to create, if it's what we love, and we do it and we put our energy into it, we give permission to everyone around us to put energy into the things that they love. And Amy loves earth science, and she loves studying the earth's magnetic field. And this is paleomagnetism is what this is called. And she's a paleomagnetist. And I wrote her this song to tell her how much I love the way she loves the world. And one of the things that I love about paleomagnetism is that the north and south poles of the earth, the polarity of the earth switches. They trade places about every 750,000 years. And this image that north can become south and south can become north is really hopeful to me, because the things that are out of whack now that we value, like money at whatever cost and success, no matter what it's for, like, just feels like this world isn't about doing good anymore or putting your work and love into your community. It's about becoming successful, becoming wealthy, making whatever money you can, no matter the cost. And we need to flip that around. And this song gives me hope that we can. So here's your song, Amy. And sing along if you know the words. Sing along if you don't. You might catch on anyways. Okay. Don't you ever listen to anyone who doesn't think you're pretty, and don't be surprised if not many people do. They haven't really looked at you long enough to let you love what you love, what you love, what you love, what you love, what you do. Amy, I love the way you love the world. Amy, I love the way you love the world. Tell you the truth, I think it's pretty hot that a girl spent her whole life picking up rocks. How many people do you see crazy about geology? Only Amy. Paleomagnetism, paleomagnetism. Lava flows, sediment grows, constant drifting flips the poles. Ain't no rules, honey, but your own. Ain't no rules, honey, and you have to show them. Now you ain't watered from the grounds of sanity, and anyways, that's just someone else's vanity. What holds us all together also breaks it apart. There's iron in the earth, but what's in your heart? If they can't look at you and say, oh wow, they don't matter anyhow. Anyhow, Amy, I love the way you love the world. Amy, I love the way you love the world. Now leaves must be followed, specimens collected, positions reconstructed, old stories resurrected, each rock picked up and swinging in your pocket is a plate tectonic, geographic, biographic locket. And if anyone asks you what it's for, say you know nothing about the Earth's magnetic field, that's for sure. Paleomagnetism, paleomagnetism. Lava flows, sediment grows, constant drifting flips the poles. Nobody knows most happy when I'm talking to the trees, and you think you're weird for sticking rocks in machines and studying the pull of the earth and the ground. That's just plain intelligence. Get out of town with your measurements. Find that cabin by that stream. You have beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dreams. Amy, I love the way you love the world. Amy, I love the way you love the world. Amy, you have beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dreams. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dreams. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dreams. Your dreams are so beautiful, Amy. Happy birthday. Yeah. Okay, so, and so cool, that lyric. You're singing along. I love it. Amy, thanks for being such an inspiration. Yeah. Just pretending I'm with Amy right now, just for a moment. Okay, we're all together right now in this moment in time, just not in space. Okay, so another woman that has inspired me very much over the years, I wrote a song for. And I am very inspired by this woman's persistence, her work, her determination, mostly her work. And you'll figure out who this is as I sing the song. It's called And I Listened. I have lost my greatest battle. It's only one, but still it hurts. I really thought that you were ready to judge a woman for her work. I am far, so far from perfect. Still I thought that you could see how I've lived my life for service, how I've loved my country. And I listened to the preachers preach love, and I listened when I heard the words of God, love your neighbor, welcome strangers, fight for justice. Oh, the years have taught me patience, to stay the course, I've played the part. I may seem cold, I may seem callous, a woman learns to hide her heart. And I listened to the teachers in school, and I listened when they said play by the rules, and I listened when they told me I could be what I wanted. And I wanted to break that ceiling for all the girls whose hands are reaching. Still the glass is left unshattered. Another man again will lead. And I listened when he said he'd build a wall, and I listened when he bragged he could kiss and grab us all. And I listened every time he made me small. And you listened, you listened. I'm going to sing one of my older songs for you now. It's probably the first song that I wrote that really tried to tell a woman's story and explore the inequality of gender roles. I actually woke up with the first verse of this song, like the lyrics in my head. And then it went from there. Yeah, at the time I had a friend whose parents were going through a divorce about 20 years into their marriage. And they had played pretty, how do I want to say this? They played the gender roles that were expected of them in their generation from their community. And it made me sad because after 20 years, you have one person who spent 20 years working in a career and developing and earning more and more money and becoming really skilled. And then you have another person who devoted her time and energy to the family and is leaving this relationship with not much to take her to the next step, where when we have these traditional gender roles in a marriage and it breaks, it's really tragic how one person can kind of just keep on going in their professional life and the other one has to, it's like all of her energy and work doesn't really mean much in the working world. And I put that idea into this song. It's called To Pieces. Excuse me, that was a very terrible sounding chord just then. Okay. There we go. You and I, when we were married, you drew a picture of New York. It was more than I could carry, so I threw it on the floor, but not before I tore to pieces everything I knew you loved, not before I prayed to Jesus for the strength from up above. Whoever thought that this could happen? Whoever thought that this could be? You do not love me any longer, and I don't like the men I see. You took a job down at the warehouse. We had a baby on the way. You moved right up into the office. You came home later every day. I spent my minutes in the kitchen, trying to make myself believe this was the life I'd always wanted. This was the woman I would be. Whoever thought that this could happen? Whoever thought that this could be? You do not love me any longer, and I don't like the men I see. The children grew like whispers, soft and quietly disguised. No one could see it on the surface, but you could feel it from their eyes. We both pretended not to notice, and the days kept going by. Every night we prayed to Jesus while we told each other lies. Whoever thought that this could happen? Whoever thought do not love me any longer, and I don't like the men I see. So you found somebody younger, somebody prettier than me. I hope she tells you what you wanna hear. I hope she sees the man you see. Run along and get away now. Cover up the life you've made. Go tell the children that you love them. Try to believe the words you say. Whoever thought that this could happen? Whoever thought that this could be? Oh, David, thanks for chiming in. I'm so glad you like that song. Me too. And I don't play that one enough, but I'm glad I did this morning. So this next one I played during my my first January live stream, Songs for the New Year, because this is brand new. And I'm going to play it again now because I think it really fits. Lately, I just keep thinking about Mary. I spent my early years in the Catholic Church, and her image was everywhere, and she was this perfect mother and such an inspiration for love. And these days during the pandemic and the weight that has been placed on parents to just raise kids without a village is tremendous. And I find myself just wanting to pray to Mary and thinking of her as a woman and a mother and what she would feel like in this current situation. And I think she's the one that I want to pray to these days because I think she understands. Okay, so this is called Mary. Mother Mary, help me get through. I don't know how to do it all, and I'm calling on you. God doesn't understand what a woman must do. Mother Mary, help me get through. Mother Mary, was your work ever done? Did you doubt your own competence? Did you have any fun? Was life just a backseat ride to raising God's son? Mother Mary, was your work ever done? And I am just one woman, stretched like a sail on a boat that is too far from shore, and the waves, they just keep rolling. Is it a sin if I want something more? Mother Mary, did you ever disappear? Did you ever skip town for a while to get your head clear? Did you ever learn to give it all while your own light just fades? Mother Mary, did you give it all away? And I am just one woman, stretched like a sail on a boat that is too far from shore, and the waves, they just keep rolling. Is it a sin if I want something more? And I remember your face, how it shined in that church, full of beauty and grace. You were the image of love, Holy Mother of God. Were you ever enough? Mother Mary, how did you grieve the loss of your own bright self and the life that you dreamed? My child is the greatest gift I've ever received. But Mother Mary, how did you grieve? And I am just one woman, stretched like a sail on a boat that is too far from shore, and the waves, they just keep rolling. Tell me the truth, did you ever want more? Well, thanks for tuning in. I have one more song for you. If you'd like to support these live streams, you can send a donation to me through Venmo or PayPal. And that information's in the show description, and it's also on the bottom of the screen right now. Thank you so much for being with me. Next Sunday will be my last one of these, at least for January, and I'll think about if I'm going to do some more. And next Sunday, I will be playing my 2011 album, Forgiving Wind, from start to finish. I want to celebrate its 10 years of being out in the world, and that was a really special time for me, writing those songs in Durban, South Africa, and all of the wonderful musicians who played on that album with me and played shows with me. And it'll just be fun to revisit that time and those songs. So I hope you join me next Sunday at the same time. Be sure to subscribe to my channel while you're here. And let's see, this song is one that is on that Forgiving Wind album. It's called I Know a Woman. And at the time I wrote it, I was reading this book. Got another one to show you. The Dance of the Dissident Daughter by Sue Monk Kidd. And she really writes about this journey of hers from leaving the religion that she grew up with and spent a lot of her adult life in, and trying to create step into a more feminine religion in her late 30s, early 40s, I think, if I'm remembering that correctly. And just this idea that the feminine is so missing from most religion. And as kids, as young girls, we feel it, and then we kind of forget. I'll share this fun story from the last week. My husband Kale was watching a football game, and I heard Adelaide say, "Where are the girls?" And I was like, yeah, I think that's the reason I never got into football. It's just, where are the women? Where are the girls? And we know they're missing when we're kids, and then we just kind of accept it. And then we get older and we're like, we need to bring them back and bring back the balance and the equality and all that. So I wrote this song to just honor the feminine and honor a woman's voice. It's called I Know a Woman. I know a woman who feels every moment with sorrow and joy. She is blown by the wind. Her heart moves so quickly, it tires her to follow, but this world wasn't made for such sensitive things. And I want to sing her a song that will free her to feel what she feels without judgment or shame. All of her power right beside all her pain. And I know a mother who cannot remember. She died to the dreams she once carried inside. And she raised a daughter who cannot forgive her for failing to lead her with wings into life. And I want to sing her a song that redeems her for all that she is, that she hasn't become. As she lived for her father, then husband, then son. And Eve, blessed mother of all of creation, they punished you when you reached out for the truth. And all of this violence we witness toward women is the shame we still carry for wanting the fruit. And I want to sing her a song that will bring her into a world where her reach can be wide, free to take what she wants and to never be shy. Weeping in small quiet moments, caught with no reason to feel so alone. They tell us our sadness is private depression, but our mother's submission is centuries old. And I want to sing you a song that receives you as you wake to a world where you're second to none, where your life is your song and your song will be sung. Well, thanks again for tuning in, and thank you all so much. I really feel your presence. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for giving me a way to connect with all of you through music by being here today. Please join me next Sunday at 11 a.m. Central Time for Forgiving Wind Live. And I also wanted to mention, if you want to support the Center for Reproductive Rights, which I am donating all the proceeds from my new single, My Right to Choose, to them. I'm going to list their website in the show description too, right after I sign off, and you can do that as well. Just love you all so much, and I hope to see you next Sunday.